So I got three black motorcycles sitting here in the garage, and they can be a challenge to keep clean. I hate dragging out the bucket and the hose and all that to keep them clean all the time. I do that periodically, but between washes, I've got a product that I've been using that does a really good job getting the bugs off, keeping the dust off, and making the bikes look good. Stick around and I'll tell you what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Like I said, I really don't like getting the hose and all that nonsense out and going. And once in a while, I don't mind doing that to clean the bikes, but all the time it's a nuisance. So I like to spot clean them. Just keep the dust off the bugs from a ride or whatever. And I've tried 1,000 different products, and some are better than others. Some, there's a couple that I've had where you spray it on, you wipe it off, and then you got to wipe it off again because it leaves a residue. Um, which really is kind of a pain. So a bunch of years ago, I was in Daytona, and I was at Bruce Rossmeyer's Destination Daytona. It's now Teddy Morris's Destination Daytona, and they had a cleaning product there. I thought I'll give it a shot. I've been using it ever since. It's called the Original Bike Spirits. You guys may be familiar with it already. I don't know if you are, but this stuff is great. It's a little pricey. I get it on Amazon. You can get it at a lot of dealers, but I get mine at Amazon, and it's like 14 bucks a can, something like that. But it does a great job. You spray it on, you wipe it off, and you don't have to go over it 3 or 4 times. So I just give it a little shake, give it a good coat, get some on there. And it's pretty buggy because I was riding the other day in dusk, and there were a ton of bugs out. I get a big package of these, a big bundle at Walmart, and you just peel them off, throw them away when you're done. You can wash them, they're reusable, but it's a great way to buy them in bulk at Walmart. So I let this sit for just a second, loosen up the bugs, and just give it a good wipe. And, there are some times when you're going to have to scrub some of the bigger bug splatters, but for the most part, this does a great job. And, usually you wipe it on, you spray it on, you wipe it off, and you're done. And it does a really good job, and you can use this on all the surfaces of the bike. I wouldn't recommend using it on the seat, but obviously it works here on my windshield, works on the fairing, and it shines it up good. And there's a lot of other products on the market. They're a dime a dozen that, some are less expensive than others, but they just don't do a great job. And this really does do a good job. And now, again, you may have to hit a couple of spots. That's a chip, so I don't have to hit that. But here's a little bug splatter. Give it a little spray there, and it all comes right off. And it looks great. This stuff does a really good job. Had a couple of spots over here. Give it a little scrape. But as you can see, it does a great job on the windshield. Does a good job on the fairing. Yeah, make the bike look brand new. I over here and do it on the tank. I use this to clean my helmet, whatever, get the bugs off of whatever. And with the three, like I said, with 3 black motorcycles, it seems like there's always something to clean. Nothing looks better than a black bike when it's clean, but boy, I tell you what, keeping them that way can be a full-time job. But it really is worth it. They just look so good. My motto is, you've heard me say, if it's not black, take it back. Black bikes matter. But yeah, this stuff, get right in there, clean that up. It's amazing how much dust gets collected. And this time of year, you get pollen. So this stuff will really do a good job of keeping it clean. Like I said, I do the entire bike with this. I've already got some on the rag, so I don't really need to spray again, but I can get the bugs off of the mirrors. Takes them right off. Nice and clean. Down here, do my bars, my instruments. And then I go around the other side. The other thing I like about this stuff is you can use it on your audio video screen. You get all the crud off of there as well. So you can see your Apple CarPlay or whatever it is you happen to be using, whether it be your navigation, music selection, keeps it all clean. Wipe down my gauges. But yeah, it makes the bike look good. Same thing, you know, the saddlebags always seem to get dusty. So one little on each one, that's enough to do the whole thing. And it just does a really good job. Single application, because I don't want to have to do it 2 or 3 times. I just want to spray it, wipe it, and be done. And that's pretty much what you can do with this. Spray it, wipe it, and be done. And again, I wouldn't put this on a seat. You don't want to put anything really on your seat. You don't want that being slippery. You don't want to slide off. Look at that. I'm just doing a quick job here just to give you guys an idea, but I'll get the camera, bring it over and show you just how good this does. Get these bugs off of this mirror. And speaking of mirrors, this is safe to use on the glass of the mirrors as well. So we can shine up our mirror. Do this one. Wow. Great job. Again, this was just a quickie job, but let me just get the camera and I'll show you guys just how good this looks. So again, this was just a quickie job, but shined it up pretty good. Fairing the windshield looks good. Come around here. Got the dust off of there. And my screen was all fingerprinted and that looked all cruddy. You can see that cleaned up well. But yeah, it does a really good job. And it doesn't leave a residue, which so many of these things do. They leave this big residue and you go back later and you got to wipe it all off. So this does a great job. I'm happy with it. Again, Amazon.com. I'll put a link to it down below. And like I said, it can be a little pricey depending on when you get it. I mean, some vendors have it less expensive than others, but man, it does a great job. So that's pretty much what I do on a rainy Saturday. The weather today has been kind of crappy. It'll rain, then it'll stop just long enough for the road to dry up so you think you can go for a ride, and then it starts raining again. I don't want to take these black bikes out in the rain, get them all filthy for just a leisurely ride. So, you know, I've been puttering around the garage, watching baseball, shining up the bikes, and just wanted to show you guys this Original Bike Spirits. Again, let me show you the can. Bam, Original Bike Spirits. Get this stuff. It works so well. Amazon.com, there'll be a link down below. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.